Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you might be noticing that the audio is being dubbed over the video, and that is because we weren't able to plug in the microphone correctly, properly into the camera, so no sound was actually recorded during this session. But this was a really beautiful shot, and this was our only shot over at BLOC Camp Site, who is the sponsor for this video, and they invited us over for lunch and to spend the whole afternoon over at their campsite. And if it wasn't a Sunday, we would have been able to spend an overnight 2 days at the campsite as well. But yeah, the BLOC campsite has been our friends ever since the Experience Philippines days, and even to this day we're still good friends with the proprietor, Sir Inno. So yeah, I want to talk to you about this quad that I'm holding, because I have the XSR installed on this quad, and a little bit more about this quad later on. But yesterday I flew this quad. Yesterday was a Saturday, and I flew this quad over at Tumana, and I did another XSR range test because one comment on my previous XSR range test video from Cypher 2000 mentioned that 150 meters was a bit short for an XSR. When the XSR was mounted properly on this quad and not just flopping around with their antennas flopping around on the ground, I was actually able to fly to that same spot without any RSSI low or RSSI critical warnings. And I'm pretty sure if I wanted to risk losing my quad, I could have flown it maybe 200 to 250 meters, and it could have flown that range. There was a recommendation to mod the antennas, and I've researched about it. There's a little bit of a conflicting information. So according to Oscar Liang, since the free sky receivers like the XSR are already tuned to a particular frequency, it's best to keep them at their stock length. In the case of the XSR, it's 26 millimeters. So a quarter of a wavelength is 31 millimeters. So we'll try. I'm still on stock, so it's still 26 millimeters. But let's see about the range test today, and then maybe I can come back here another day and cut that signal wire, that antenna, to 31 millimeters, which is quarter of a wavelength, and let's see when we can compare which one gets the farthest range. But yeah, so this is a new quad that I have been using for the past couple of days. I'm going to be flying the Maiden in a little bit because I actually flew this with some T-motor Air 40s, but the rear left motor seems to have burned out yesterday. So last night I replaced all of those motors with the DYS Samguk Shu motors, which I got from the previous drone drop. And this is going to be the first time I'm going to fly it with these new motors here at BLOC Camp Site. And this quad is one of two quads that actually came with a package when I got my Fat Shark Dominator V3s, which I got for secondhand, but for a very good price. So we're going to be flying that in a little bit. So here is the August drone drop, and yeah, the postman really did a number on this box. It's pretty banged up, but the first item that we got is this really nice Brain FPV cap. It's a really nice color gray with red accents, and the visor is pretty cool too. So I did it. This was the first time I opened the box, first time for me to find out what's inside, and I didn't know that it was going to be gray as well. So it matches my shirt from Pasig Multirotors when I joined their No Before You Fly session last year. So the box comes with 3 sets of HQProps, which are pop-on, pop-off props. I don't know the specs, so I'm just going to put the specs down in the description below when I find out what these kind of props are. By the way, my quad's name is going to be Shera, so if you have suggestions for a better name, then post them down in the comments. But so if you have a better name for this quad, yeah. So there's also a 16GB micro SD card in the box, and this Team Black Sheep 1.5mm hex driver, and this pair of HQProp straps. And the star of this month's Dropbox is this micro FPV camera made by Team Black Sheep. Now this camera, I was told, is also made by Runcam, so it was just rebranded, but it's made by Runcam, so it's pretty standard. You have your video signal, 5-volt ground, and also you can plug in your OSD remote control into the back. So yeah, it's a pretty much a standard FPV camera. something. It's a nice. It's going to be a nice addition to my collection. Probably put it in another quad. But yeah, nothing spectacular about that. And then we have these pretty awesome stickers from Team Black Sheep and also from SuperTech and Drone Drop themselves. So these are a really nice sticker pack. However, that is going to be it for this drone drop, and I would say I'm pretty underwhelmed by the contents of this month's drone drop. Aside from the cap, of course, that is a really cool cap, but aside from that, nothing in this drone drop box for the month of August really blew me away. So yeah, unlike the previous months where I got this this set of 4 Samguk Shu motors, which is in Share right now. So yeah, so we are going to be flying our quad in a little bit. It's going to be the first time I'm going to be flying with these motors, and we're going to be seeing how it performs with these new motors, because the T-Motor Air 40s, they are just I think those are 2206 2250 kV motors, and these are 2306. I think these are 2500 kV motors, so they're going to have a really nice power to it. So let's go fly it.
Tell me